Excuse me, the devil's busy. He don't want me to give you this message. Every time I get revved up, he don't want me to give you a good message. You see where I'm at? I'm in front of a tombstone, dead people. People who dead. You know, they not alive. They think they alive. They dead inside. Meaning, they think they spiritual, but they satanic. They dead. They not gonna resurrect, and they not coming back. So anyway, I was walking. I'm walking to a location. I'm navigating and allocating. And I come across the Last Supper. So remember, I'm telling you, Jesus is a problem. They don't believe me about back then. Jesus is like that. He about that life. So anyway, I'm going to give you two situations. He walk in the temple, and he says, what are you doing? This is a den of thieves. He start flipping over tables. They selling chickens. They doing taxes. They doing everything that is illegal in a temple. He says, get out of my father's house. He starts flipping, kicking, and turning over things. And you know, these are Pharisees. These are Roman people. These are generals. None of them touch him. They all walk out, escort themselves out, and they get out of the temple. As he commanded, they take all the taxes. He flipped everything over on the floor. They have to pay all the taxes. He has all the chickens, goats, and everything escorting like it's like a zoo in there. He has everything cleared out. He airs and clears everything out quickly. No one touches him, no one goes against him, and no one does nothing. Now I'm going to give you one more story to show you that Jesus is about that life. This is a sermon and lesson plan. This is a sermon and lesson plan called Jesus is About That Life. So Jesus, at the Last Supper, first of all, he's sending people ahead. He has disciples. He has his disciples. Look, before I get into town, y'all go into town first, scout ahead, let them know anybody house who loved me. Go knock the door and tell them Jesus is here. Find us a table, find us a setting so we can have dinner together as disciples. They find a house, somebody invites them in, they love Jesus, so they bring them in, they're having supper. It is the Last Supper. So you have a whole bunch of individuals, but you have Peter and you have Judas. You know who Peter is, Peter, Simon, and then you know who Judas is. So listen how gangster Jesus is. This is gangster Jesus, if you will. I don't want to put him like that because he's biblical and I'm biblical, and you know who I am. I'm Minister JAMEL Lenard, but you could call me Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So anyway, we sitting there at the table, and this particular individual is looking at me. So I begin to get riled up. You know, Peter's sitting there and Judas is sitting there. So I sit there, you know, I'm one of those guys. I say what I feel, and I have a spirit of discernment. My Father, it is the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, the Trinity. It's the three of us. I'm his son. So I know everything that you think I don't know. So I'm telling him, listen, I tell all the disciples at the table, I say, one of y'all is going to betray me. You're going to betray me and stab me in the back. You would think that Jesus will hold this information in. Look at this funny guy. I'm going to hold it in. Jesus said one of y'all at the table is going to betray me. But he works in parables and analogy like me. Parables and analogies. So what does Jesus do? He takes the dish. He says, whoever dips in the dish with me with the vinegar, because, you know, we love vinegar. I love vinegar and cucumbers, as I do today. So, and bread. So he dips. If you don't know, if you've never been to an Italian restaurant, we have oil and what is it? What is it? Give it oil and oregano. We dip Italian bread into it. It's a very good dish. But anyway, I said the one who dips into the dish with me with the bread, with the vinegar, he's the one that's going to betray me. Peter's like, you know, Peter's a wild one. So Peter's like, who? Let me loose. I'm like, Peter, Simon. Not simple Simon, because he's not simple. He ain't easy. They think he's simple Simon. That's why he Peter. So anyway, Peter's like, I'm like, Peter, before the chicken crowed 3 times, someone else is going to deny me. Peter like, it's not me. It's not me. I would never do a thing like that to you. So anyway, I'm eating my food, and I dip in the dish. And who dips in the dish with me? Judas. Judas. Judas dips in the dish with me. So, as you know, Jesus is not a regular type of guy or a regular type of cat or a regular type of individual. This is God's son. So anyway, we move on, and every one of the disciples, they paying attention, but they not paying attention. So he dips in the dish with me, and everybody knows who he is now. You know what he traded me out for? $30, 30 shillings. Then he told them, the centurions, this is the Roman generals, the Roman guards who come to get me. The one that I give the kiss on the cheek, he's the one that is Jesus. Because they don't really have a description. They don't have modern day technology. Remember, you're not supposed to make a graven image of yourself. But everybody knows what I look like from biblical times, because the word of mouth, that's how we use things, and we travel around the world. But so Judas comes, and the centurion guards are behind him, and he gives me a kiss on the cheek. And they begin to come to me, and they give him 30 shillings. 30 shillings. You know how much 30 shillings is? That is less than $30. He sold me out for $30, and I'm the king of kings. So anyway, they take him. He drops the 30 shillings. He doesn't even want it, because he knows he's going to hell now. So Simon Peter, he has a sword. And Simon Peter's like, soon as they started taking me, he goes, what are you doing? Why are you touching my Lord, my liege? Why? Peter, why did you cut off his ear like that? This is a man of authority. Don't you know if you live by the sword, you die by the sword? Peter, put your sword down. Simon Peter, put your sword down. Put your sword down, Simon Peter. So Simon Peter puts his sword down, and they let him go. But the Roman general is missing his ear. But I believe, if I'm correct about this biblical story, I heal him, and his ear is put back on into place. I want to let you know, it is not worth it to go against the Lord. It's always the one at the Last Supper or at the table with you who goes against you. 30 shillings. You know how the story ends with Judas? You know about that tree and him jumping out the window and breaking his ankles, trying to kill himself? He ain't getting no reward. None of them who went against him got no reward. None of them. So anyway, this story, this sermon and lesson plan is about radical Jesus. A Jesus who sees you way before you come in. And you look in the Bible, I'm always that way. I'm always creating a ruckus, coming to town, having crowds, and doing what I want to do. Who come into town on a donkey, but he really the richest man in the world. A donkey. I want to put something up there. Maybe it'll pop up. A donkey. Peace and blessings. It's a beautiful and glorious morning. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace, 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 peace. Love, 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 love. Blessings.